Welcome, friends and fiends, to another episode of Cerb's Snack Bar, and I'm your host, Cerberus. In this episode, we celebrate those dashing young men and their flying machines. Our main subject is an interesting short film from the Army Air Corps titled Life with the Flying Cadets. It stars none other than the legendary Bud Abbott and Lou Costello. It's cut entirely from their feature film, Keep 'Em Flying, from 1941. Now, Keep 'Em Flying was one of 3 or 4 service films the pair did to support the war effort. This film was used as a short subject in theaters to both promote the film and to recruit new men to the Air Corps. Now, judging from its barely under 9 minutes length, I would guess it was sold as an 8mm home viewing movie too. Along with it, I have some cool flight-themed movie trailers and a newsreel about a really cool airplane. So kick back, grab some popcorn, and enjoy this Flying High Again edition of Cerb's Snack Bar.
It's refreshment time, and our refreshment stand is loaded with good things to eat. There's crispy, crunchy popcorn, and hot, delicious buttered popcorn, lots of candy, and frosty, refreshing cold drinks. Why not treat yourself at the refreshment center now? As you leave the theater, folks, please be careful. Don't let this happen to your car. Be sure to remove the speaker before you leave. If you should accidentally pull a speaker loose, please turn it in at our snack bar or box office. Thank you.
One of the best-kept secrets in military history is unveiled by President Johnson at his first General News Conference since taking office just 100 days ago. His startling announcement is that after 5 years, the U.S. has developed a jet high-altitude interceptor capable of flying long distances at 2,000 miles an hour, 3 times the speed of sound.
The United States has successfully developed an advanced experimental jet aircraft, the A-11, which has been tested in sustained flight at more than 2,000 miles an hour and at altitudes in excess of 70,000 feet. The performance of the A-11 far exceeds that of any other aircraft in the world today. The development of this aircraft has been made possible by major advances in aircraft technology of great significance for both military and commercial applications. Several A-11 aircraft are now being flight tested at Edwards Air Force Base in California. The development of supersonic commercial transport aircraft will also be greatly assisted by the lessons learned from this A-11 program. For example, one of the most important technical achievements of this project has been the mastery of the metallurgy and fabrication of titanium metal, which is required for the high temperatures experienced by aircraft traveling at more than 3 times the speed of sound. Arrangements are being made to make this and other important technical developments available under appropriate safeguards to those directly engaged in the supersonic transport program.
back! Don't do that, Betty, please!
Back to the money bag!
Don't do that! To the field, everybody! To the right way! I'll stop it, Betty.
They're bandits coming!
Here! Use this!
Hurry, step right this way, folks, for the most extravagant array of refreshment goodies ever assembled under one roof. Enjoy breathtaking, taste-tempting candies of finest quality. Enjoy popcorn, exploded into tender, delicious, crispy bites of crunchy goodness. Enjoy the tops in cool, refreshing soft drinks. If you want to enjoy some refreshments, this is your opportunity. There will now be a short intermission.
That began at Matherfield, California, December 6, 1941, and is still being written. The Mary Ann and 8 other flying fortresses take off for a routine peacetime flight to Hawaii. Early on December 7th, as the Mary Ann and the squadron are approaching Honolulu...
05564 to Hickam Field. Chinese? No, Japs.
Knowledge radio. Keep away from this field. We're being attacked by enemy aircraft.
With those historic words, the Mary Ann and her gallant crew began an odyssey of adventure the world will never forget. The Mary Ann, inspiring symbol of America's invincible Air Force. Men fighting mad, hell-bent for victory, challenging the impossible in round-the-globe action.
Could we find some place to bunk down for 5 or 6 hours, sir? We haven't had very much sleep.
In 6 hours, you better be 5.5 hours out of here. With the beacons we've got, the Japs don't have to wait for daylight to come calling. My orders are to get you out of here in 20 minutes.
Air Force, unforgettable drama that surges from sniper-infested Hawaii to the bullet-streaked jungles of the Philippines. From the flaming skies over the Coral Sea and Midway to the shell-torn beaches of the Solomons.
Gentlemen, this is it. Tonight, your target is Tokyo. You're going to play the Star-Spangled Banner for him with 2-ton bombs. Good luck to you, and give him hell.
Young America takes to the sky. And today, a few short months after intense training started, this country is well on the way to having the world's finest air fleet. Sleek bombers, fast pursuit ships, transports, and scouting planes. These ships are manned by crews who short weeks ago were cadets at Army training academies. In the scenes that follow, partly fact and partly fiction, you will see what life with the flying cadets is like. A new class arrives at a typical Army Air Corps training center. Many of these men are high school graduates between the ages of 18 and 22. Upon completing their course, they will be pilot sergeants. Others between 18 and 35 will study navigation or ground crew work. For many, the beginning of a promising career.
Go back those shoulders. I'll make a move. Mister. Look straight ahead. Sorry, me, mister. Turn around.
Obviously, you're not pilots, and I doubt if you're very good mechanics.
There must be something around here that we can do.
Sure, Major. There's thousands and thousands of guys like Blackie and I that want to do something to serve their country. Maybe we haven't got training, but we're willing to try. Honestly, we'll try hard, too. It all don't mean nothing if you don't give us this chance. After all, our heart's in the right places.
I understand all that.
Look, Major, when I was a little bit of a kid, I was too fat to play on a baseball team, so they made me the bat boy. And then when the football season came around, I couldn't run fast enough to make the football team, so they made me the water boy. And now, Major, when you're training the biggest team that we ever had, there surely must be a place for Blackie and I, maybe as a water boy or a bat boy. Won't you, Major, give us a chance?
Spread your wings, you eagles, and fly. Time for fledglings to take to the air. Hit the beam and get those planes in the sky, and let's keep them flying there. We're an all-American team, and we see every player eye to eye. Hit them hard and fast, let that be our theme, and let's keep them flying high.
Gentlemen, by your presence here, you have indicated your ambition to become a part of the greatest Air Force the world has ever known. I congratulate you upon your decision. In point of years, the story of the Army Air Corps is a brief one, but it is also a distinguished one. Your training of 20 weeks here will be an exacting task. But when it is completed, you will go on to advanced training in the Army's West Point of the Air. When you graduate, you will be commissioned in the Air Corps of the United States Army. There are other jobs in the Corps that are just as important. Aeronautical engineers, observers, navigators, meteorologists, photographers, and a host of others. Remember, for every pilot that hits the blue, it takes many other highly trained men to keep his ship in shape, on its course, and properly manned. Those men are the backbone of the Corps.
So you guys wanted to get in the air service, huh? Well, brother, you're in it. Now get busy and taxi that plane off the field.
Come on, you heard what he said. Taxi the plane off the field.
Taxi! Taxi!
What are you doing?
Oh, taxi!
What's the matter with you?
Gotta get a cab. Get the plane off.
No, it's nothing of the kind. Over here, we've got to get it off. Huh? We've got to get it off.
Okay. Which way are we going? This way?
That way. What's the matter now?
Can't budge it.
Come on, get on that wheel.
Okay. Wait a minute.
What's the matter?
Contact!
What are you talking about?
Oh, ain't you a aviator? Contact.
All right.
That means...
Well, get a hold of it. Come on. What's wrong now? What is it? What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter? What? Oh, all right.
Under the supervision of competent instructors, cadets receive the finest training in the world. They learn the technique of flying, solo and formation, the mechanics of their planes, navigation, the proper handling of armaments, aerial photography, and a score of allied subjects.
Now, to make sure that you've all understood, I'd like one of you to repeat in detail the description I've just given. What about you, Mr. Roberts?
Huh?
I'm sure you won't have any trouble.
What do you mean?
About the aerial-type torpedo.
Oh. Well, this torpedo is a recent and valuable addition to Air Force armament. It functions for both air and water attack. It has a water speed capable of 56 knots and airspeed unlimited. It contains 963 pounds of high explosive in the warhead, which is enough to make a molehill out of a mountain. And the motor of the torpedo was started by the simple expedient of releasing that pin. Anything else, Professor?
Intensive though the course is, there is time out for play, or even a fledgling pilot needs relaxation. In this scene from the Universal picture, Keep 'em Flying, Martha Ray and the Six Hits give out with a little boogie-woogie.
We're out in Kansas City on 1-2 Street. They say that there's a guy they call Bigfoot Pete. He plays piano by ear. Turn and plays all night for pigs, feed, and beer. He's murder on the 88. He's the guy that brought the boogie-woogie up to date. He's got a cannon in his left hand and a rifle in his right. He does the double-barrel kick and shoots the 8-beat shoe at a flashing train. He's just a solid whiz. I tell you who he is. He's Bigfoot Pete, a boogie-woogie's elite.
The climax in a man's training comes when he is ready to solo. There can be no greater thrill for a man than to feel himself at the controls of one of these super-powered ships, sending it soaring, diving, obeying his every command. And it is just as great a thrill for the men of the ground crew. For behind every pilot, behind every ship that takes to the air, is the skill, industry, and devotion of the heroes on the ground, without whose aid it would be impossible to keep 'em flying.
Boy, is it cold. Why did they put air cooling systems in these hangars? I'm going out and get my jacket. Get back in that seat or get off. Get off. Come on. Becky, take my hand. Take my hand. Bring it out to me.
The course is over, and in graduation ceremonies, the men receive their commissions. They are ready for the Army now, ready to do their share in national defense. For they realize that to defend our land, we must first and foremost defend the air above it.
Spread your wings, you eagles, and fly. Time for fledglings to take to the air. Hit the beam and get those planes in the sky. And let's keep them flying there. We're an all-American team. And we see every play eye to eye. Hit them hard and fast, let that be our theme. And let's keep them flying high.
Superman.
Right down! I'm trying to do some brain work. How the hell do you expect a guy to study with all that racket going on? Study? Nuts. When I get at them Nazis, I ain't gonna clunk them over the head with no books. What you gotta give them dopes is a belly full of lead. Hello, Superman. Huh? Well, if I was Superman, I bet you I'd show him plenty. Okay, chum. As technical fairy first class, I now pronounce you Snafuperman. Oh, boy! Enemies of democracy, beware! This looks like a job for Snafuperman! Hey, wait! You forgot your navigation map! Thank you very much. But I am not bombing Berlin with maps this season. Berlin. Pardon me, but did you drop this? The Americans are on our side, you know. Aha! A lumbering Japanese tank. Come out, you bandy-legged disturber of world peace! General! Messerschmitt! Oh, who needs a Messerschmitt? Trying to bomb our port, eh? As harmless as a burnt-out match. Too bad. Poor Superman. Is there anything I can do for you? Yes. There is. I would appreciate it if you could get me a field manual!
Up!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 1 The gasoline that operates his motor is mixed with a certain chemical, a product of our laboratory. It is so powerful that just a few drops will affect hundreds of gallons of gasoline. And when our work is done, American planes will fall from the skies, helpless, destroyed.
Hey, Eddie, what are you going to do with it?
Give it to the government.
Are you kidding? Give it to him? You mean for nothing?
Why, certainly. It's our government, isn't it?
See where you are. Hey, Eddie, where are you?
There's only three down here. The other guy drove that truck away.
The holding kids!
Who and what is this Holden boy that he is everywhere at all times?
He's just another young American, mister, that can't be scared out by you and your rotten murdering gang.
Silence!
Thanks for watching my Flying High Again episode of Cerb Snack Bar. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on whatever platform it is you're enjoying this on. And also, be sure to check out The Vortex at www.horrorhost.net for 24/7 B-movie horror and sci-fi, all hosted by horror hosts from all over the internet. There's also a live chat so you can riff on the movies with friends without even leaving the house. It's a great time, and every night at 9 we have a different feature to enjoy. I've been your host, Cerberus, and thanks for watching.